The Formula One Singapore Grand Prix will be using cleaner fuels in a bid to halve its existing carbon emissions by 2028. And this comes after its first ever carbon footprint report found that energy consumption accounts for over 96% of its carbon emissions last year. And the race organiser wants to give fans a greener experience when the race flags off next week. Aslam Shah finds out more.
Lighting up the street circuit and powering different facilities. Energy use for these produces the most greenhouse gases for Formula One's marquee night race, said Singapore GP's Carbon Footprints report. As the city-state welcomes the world's best drivers to Marina Bay, the race organiser aims to keep the highest sustainability standards for this year and beyond.
We are holding ourselves accountable and not just relying on counting from the same sources as we do in 2022. Over the years, from now till 2028, we hope to improve and add in additional scopes to what we calculate our carbon emissions from. Each year, as we develop our plan further, it will definitely underline and support F1's sustainability goal of getting to net zero by 2030.
According to its report, almost all its greenhouse gas emissions from last year's race came from energy use. Transport and waste take up only a small fraction. To target its biggest culprit, the race organizer will go green, literally. It'll use a cleaner form of renewable fuel made from vegetable oil to power its generators. On the pit building too are some 1,500 solar panels, enough to power it for a month. These LED lights, which uses 30% less energy, will power the whole circuit after a successful trial last year. The efforts go beyond the track. For the first time, fans can experience these environmentally friendly toilets. There's air conditioning and lights fully powered by solar energy. The toilet and sink are interconnected, so any water used for washing hands are then reused for flushing. These toilets will save more than 129,000 litres of water, enough to serve a typical household for 2 years. The event is also saving 160,000 plastic bottles from being used because of these water stations. These efforts aside, Singapore GP does not account for carbon footprints beyond its control, such as those incurred by fans from other countries travelling here for the race. And if so much energy is needed to light up a night race, could we run a day race in Singapore instead?
If we remove the spectacle of the nighttime event, then we are sacrificing something. Now, in the near term, maybe that is the right choice. In the long term, I would like to hope that we'll be able to move towards a system where we can keep both in balance, that we do the things we as individuals like to enjoy, that we don't sacrifice on everything that gives us quality of life, but are able to achieve all of these things in a net zero fashion in the long term.
The Singapore Grand Prix flags off on 17 September.